Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Redskins coming in at 5-7, going up against the Bengals, who come in at 8-4. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just a few moments ago, it was the Redskin defense being introduced, and the largest cheers went for their Pro Bowl cornerback, Josh Norman, as he and his guys get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they enter play here. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First carry down for Rob Kelly. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Green, 39!
And some space here. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 11 carries, 55 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
Here we go now. Green, 39!
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go. Blue, 90!
On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terrell Pryor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, you know, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoff. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season. That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
They'll drop to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it, and the defense did exactly that.
The tight end changing his position. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They run the counter now on 1st down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Let's go. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. To throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. give. This is Kelly. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Let's go. Green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Jordan Reed has it. The 13 yards that time and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Evans coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Set. Green 19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Let's go. Green 19.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Tressway now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go now. Green 19. Green 19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. The slot man in motion right. Back to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And the Bengals on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Blue landed.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff looking right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back to throw here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Shifts by him. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See who can drive the bus here again on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So it'll be first down here after the run.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Rob Kelly, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 2nd down following the run.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And no, it's incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll look to throw. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here come the Redskins now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to the left here to Reed. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Redskins on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time, it's 3rd and 3. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Willis in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Jameis Winston, 2 touchdown passes in the W. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 3-19.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The Redskins on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not...